Assalamu alaikum, guys. I want to continue our discussion, the different discussions that I had with you guys related to your profession, career, business, finance. Um, in addition to sharing my life journey, just I wanted to share with you my business journey as well. And from your point of view, well, I also told you that we fit in one of all of us into one of four categories. Most of us start off as employees, then we're possibly move into self-employment, and then where we really want to be is where we want to be investors and or business owners, because that's where the greatest tax benefits are. Some things I'll repeat myself, because most countries' financial systems are set up to favor the investors and business owners. So it just took me quite a while that, hey, if that's the way it is, I need to learn to play that game. Being self-taught, I'm kind of behind the curve here. So just trying to give you guys a running start. Now, I also shared with you that over the years, me investing in equities markets, to owning a motel, to other retail businesses, whether it was a C-store or gas station, or now quick service franchise, having several of those locations, as well as investing in a couple of apartment buildings. And but now looking back, I didn't know at the moment that I've been in the same business all along, and which is what I would say that is real estate. So I will discuss with you guys these different businesses in separate videos. So I'm kind of just a natural progression as different thoughts come to mind. Well, what are the benefits of real estate? Some things that I'm still trying to figure out myself. Again, this is I'm sharing my journey of life with you guys. As I told you previously, that first half of my life, it appears as if God said to go this way. I've been going the opposite way. I'm trying to close that gap. So even today, well, I'm going to discuss real estate with you when it comes to the concept of debt. That's something I'm working on. But I want to explain how I've done things in the past, and what I'm trying to do as into different videos. So the benefits of real estate so far, investment property type of real estate. I will talk about each, my experience in Motel, and then other retail businesses, and then quick service restaurants, as well as an apartment building, you could say. Well, what are some of the and then I will also talk about some of the positives and negatives, or pluses and minuses, in just what I saw. But again, keep in mind, two different people could look at the same opportunity or challenge and have different points of view. So how I perceived it, how I viewed it, and just in general. And then also, later on down the road, I will also, what I would recommend for you. I mean, for you, keep in mind, I would want you to get a good education, get a well-paying job, and then, I would like for you to live below your means, and invest your funds into the right vehicle to compound your funds, so you're to a point where you could leave that job if you like to, where you're making the same money, your investments are giving you the same money as your job. Just preparing you for that. I wish I knew these things some years ago. So just sharing what I've learned, and hopefully it'll add value to your life. So some of the benefits of investment property just in general that I've learned are what this one of the previous videos I made, I alluded to the concept of inflation. That's when prices of goods and services increases as time goes. Just a few short years, groceries are costing more. The rents and property values are more. Cars are costing more. So it just basically costing us more to live these days. Real estate is a great hedge against inflation, I found over the years. Generally speaking, over the years, property values have really they tend to go up. And some years they've gone down some, but overall, property values go up in good areas. And I'll also talk about not all areas are the same. We lived in small town, in Glen Rose, built a very nice house, you guys recalled. But lived there for several years, and we sold it for less than we built it for. That same house, living in a desirable areas in DFW, it would have been doubled in price. So right real estate in right areas. That's just residential real estate. I want to talk to you guys about commercial real estate. Income producing real estate is what we're talking about here. So I don't want to confuse you guys on both of them. So appreciation. There are many benefits of real estate, but several that really biggies I want to talk to you guys about. So appreciation. Real estate tends to appreciate over time. So you want that. Not everywhere, because this last recession that came when we were living in that small town, well, today DFW is a wonderful area to be. Everybody, people from all over the country, people are moving here, and it's kind of like you have this migration within the U.S. If you look at the map, they're moving like this way. Me visualizing the map. And a lot of people are coming to Texas, so we just happen to be in the right place, thank God. And specifically Texas Triangle, where you have DFW, and you have San Antonio, you have Austin, and Houston as well. I'll talk about different state of the real estate market, but right now I just want to talk about just in general sense the benefits of real estate. So appreciation, we want it, and it happens especially in most desirable areas where the greatest demand is, where the greatest more of a diversified economy. So they tend to do well. They're not one-trick ponies. Or such as a large employer moves out and there's nothing else in town. So appreciation. We don't want to go into war zones, even when you get a better return on that investment property. So I'm still, at the in appreciation. So we want appreciation. We don't want to count on it. That's not the only reason why we buy property.